All right,
Ms.
Ms. Conway, good morning. This is Judge Middleton. Your lawyer, Mr. Truckee, is with us. He is in the conference room, so he can speak privately with you. This is the time for your pre-exam conference in a charge of resisting and obstructing a police officer. It's alleged that on September 16th, that you did resist or obstruct Deputy Detective Jason Oughton from the Sheriff's Department. You're charged as a fourth habitual offender, which makes that punishable, I think, by up to 15 years imprisonment. Mr. Ross Truckee was appointed to represent you in this matter. Mr. Marvin offers attempted resisting and obstructing with no supplementation, meaning it's a 1-year misdemeanor and a 1 count of retail fraud second.
All right, buckle up, because this isn't just another courtroom video, it's a full-blown high-stakes moment with Judge Middleton presiding. On the hot seat, Ms. Conway facing serious time, up to 15 years. Thanks to a resisting and obstructing charge paired with a fourth habitual offender tag. She's got Mr. Truckee representing her, but let's be real, Conway's no stranger to legal trouble. With multiple retail fraud convictions in her past and a habit of rejecting plea deals, the courtroom energy is electric. This isn't just a legal formality, it's a potential last shot at freedom. Every glance, every word carries weight. For Conway, this isn't courtroom drama. It's a fight for survival.
Restitution on all.
I was at my house.
All right. Well, you've got 3 retail frauds pending. 241842, 241843, and 241847. There's 3 of them in short order. They're set for last pretrial for August 17th. I let you out on a personal recognizance bond because I had to. You'd been in custody for 28 days. There was a plea offer to resolve all of those. You declined the plea offer, and I gave you a PR bond. In fact, I think you declined the plea offer so you could get a PR bond. Anyway, you got out. Now, shortly after you got out, you got rearrested on this resisting and obstructing charge. Bond is $1,000 cash or surety in that case. The matter is set for a pre-exam conference today. There is an offer to plead to a misdemeanor to resolve that case and 1 misdemeanor to resolve all of your other cases. Mr. Truckee, would you like to talk privately with her in a breakout room?
Yes.
Yes. All right, Ms. Conway, I'm going to open a breakout room.
Conway's legal situation is spiraling fast. She's already juggling 3 retail fraud charges, and now, boom, she's hit with a fresh arrest for resisting an officer. The wild part? She had just been released on a personal recognizance bond. Before landing herself right back behind bars, now the bond is reset at $1,000 cash or surety, and she's struggling to make it happen. Judge Middleton offers her a lifeline, plead guilty to a misdemeanor, and close the chapter on all her open cases. But Conway's not budging. She refuses the deal, digging herself deeper. What started as a case just escalated into a full-blown legal standoff.
And when you see the button that says join, click on that. Can you see it? And Shorty went. I can't exactly tell what it is she allegedly did in the R&O. There's not any.
Well, Ross says you need to see the video. It lasts all of about 30 seconds.
There's no bond information. Well, here it is. Let's take a look.
So I guess I'm going down to Dave's office. We'll all stand around and watch the video.
No trespass.
Is her issue drugs or mental?
Yes. And yes, yeah, she wouldn't leave when directed, which I guess could be resisting obstructing, and then she pulled away. It ain't much of a resist and obstruct.
I mean, I was looking at the number of times that they had investigated previously from, I think it was from Walmart.
Well, she is struggling. 43 seconds.
Now it gets raw. The court drops a short video just 3 seconds long, but it packs a punch. It shows Conway clearly refusing police orders and physically struggling with officers. Judge Middleton lays it out. This isn't a chaotic brawl, but it's still resisting and obstructing, no debate. What's heavier than the charge, though, is the personal fallout. Conway isn't just battling the law, she's battling a life that's collapsing under the weight of addiction, homelessness, and self-destruction. The judge sees it, feels it. This isn't a faceless file, it's a woman unraveling in real time, and it's heartbreaking to watch.
I went to the first game of the season and then I sort of lost track.
I just noticed you mentioned a couple times the graduation dates, and maybe you're just feeling wistful.
No, I remember when he was in school. My wife was teaching there then, and he went to school with my kids.
A little hard for us to remember that far back.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Well, I always heard Plato was a wonderful teacher.
It was Socrates.
It was Aristotle. Plato wasn't a teacher, but Aristotle was apparently one of Alexander the Great's teachers.
Yeah.
All right, we return to Miss Conway, which is the felony file, attempt of resisting and obstructing. Had an opportunity to speak with your attorney, Mr. Truckee. Mr. Truckee, what's the situation here?
Mrs. Conway, it appears, is not accepting the offer today and would like to be heard about the possibilities of a PR bond.
All right. I'm going to set this for a prelim for October 8th at 1 o'clock.
In a bid for mercy, Mr. Truckee steps in, pushing for a reduced bond. He points to Conway's medical issues and argues she's not getting the care she needs in jail. But Judge Middleton holds the line. He's heard it before. Conway's record is stacked with broken promises, missed court dates, ignored orders, repeat violations. The judge lays it out cold. Based on her past and present, she might actually be safer behind bars. It's not punishment, it's protection. The courtroom. Mood shifts. This isn't just a bond hearing anymore. It's a plea to pause a life spiraling out of control.
Bond is set in the amount of $1,000 cash or surety. Generally, I don't rule on the bond until the time of the prelim, but Mr. Truckee, what do you want me to know about bond?
Ms. Conway reports to me several medical concerns that she has for herself, that she feels are going untreated while in custody. For that reason, she requests a bond on her own recognizance so she can seek treatment.
Response, Your Honor.
Yes?
Your Honor, I think the court has let her out on her own recognizance previously, and she's failed to comply with terms and conditions and gotten other violations. And
I'm not sure she can hear you. You're leaned back. And you're not speaking very loud.
And secondarily, Your Honor, I think that with the substantial substance abuse issues, maybe she's better off continuing to remain in custody.
All right, Ms. Conway, you've got multiple cases pending, and I'm watching you disintegrate before my eyes. I first met you a couple of years ago when you came down here to St. Joseph County, and you are withering away.
This case goes deeper than dockets and deadlines. It's a full-on personal reckoning. Judge Middleton reflects back to when he first saw Conway, a different person entirely. The woman standing before him now is worn thin by addiction, homelessness, and a trail of legal chaos. With 3 retail fraud charges and a fresh felony for resisting arrest, she's refusing every offer that could buy her time or peace. The judge doesn't sugarcoat it. He tells her straight, "You're falling apart in front of me." It's brutal honesty, not cruelty. Her felony charge stands, her bond remains, and the window to turn things around is closing fast.
You have 3 retail fraud cases pending. Just a minute. You have 3 retail fraud second degrees, which there was an offer to resolve everything, which you declined so you could get a PR bond. I let you out on a PR bond on September 6th. I said, "Where are you gonna go?" And
I got plenty of money to stay at hotel rooms.
say that again?
I have plenty of money to stay at hotel rooms. Where do you think I was at?
I didn't understand anything you said. Maybe you're more a
I have
reflection of
plenty
me.
of money to stay at motel rooms. Where do you think I was at before I went to my grandma Bingham's house?
Yeah, you're homeless and you're not welcome at Miller's Mill Road, and they told you.
Yes, I am, actually. All I got asked to is to leave for a minute and come back.
Anyway, this is a felony charge with multiple supplementation. You're homeless, you're struggling with, well, you aren't now, I have a home for you, the jail, but the bond is only $1,000 cash or surety. Magistrate came to see me and said, "What do I do with it?"
And then comes the gritty turn. Exhausted and out of options, Conway tries a new angle, pleading guilty, not because she feels remorse, but because she's desperate for release. The courtroom knows the play. Judge Middleton sees right through it, but still honors her right to a trial. Conway, weakened by medical issues, can barely stand to use the phone, yet here she is, caught in this relentless legal machine. There's no script, no soft landings, just a woman trying to claw back. Control as the system and her life tighten around her.
On your motion for a bond until the time of the prelim.
This is illegal. I can't stand long enough to use your telephone. Medically. You're telling me you're gonna force me to take a plea deal just to get out of jail?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, you can have a trial on this if you'd like.
I want your, so you're telling me if I plead guilty, you're gonna let me out of jail? Okay, let's plead guilty and I'll take your, what do you call that? 30 days, I'll say, hey, guess what? I'm gonna take you back to court. So guess what? I'm gonna plead guilty today and I'm gonna take you back to court in 30 days. How about that?
How about we talk about this next Tuesday at 1 o'clock? I'm not sure that she's competent. See how she's doing after a while. I didn't understand most of what she said.
Like Paul says, he doesn't speak Methanese.
But she's not in a mind right now to enter a plea. So motion for bond reduction is continued.
The final blow isn't legal, it's deeply human. Judge Middleton pauses, visibly shaken, and voices what many are starting to realize. Conway may not even be mentally fit to enter a plea. It's a bombshell. Everything halts. The bond hearing. And all pre-trial motions are put on hold. Suddenly, the courtroom isn't a stage for justice. It's a mirror reflecting a human unraveling. Her homelessness isn't just context. It's the root of the storm. Every charge, trespassing, resisting, theft, debt, is a symptom of something deeper. The court doesn't sugarcoat the truth. She's not okay. And everyone sees it.
Until time of prelim. We'll see how she's doing next week. But she is homeless, which is how she got in this situation. She was where she wasn't supposed to be. They kept trying to get her to leave. She wouldn't leave. It wasn't much of a struggle.
Well, isn't one of her trespasses at her grandma's?
Oh, there's a bunch of trespasses and then the retail frauds, and she owes money, and Yes, she's not doing well. It goes without saying. All right, Ross, we're down to 2 cases.
I'm gonna go talk to Dave quick on both of them.
All right, I'm gonna stop the record and the live feed. We've been on here 3 hours straight.
Nearly 3 hours deep into this emotionally charged courtroom saga, Judge Middleton calls a break, but the tension still lingers thick in the air. The docket rolls on with 2 more cases ahead, but Miss Conway's fate remains hanging in limbo. This isn't just about guilt or innocence anymore. It's about survival, resilience, and a woman standing at the edge of surrender. Her legal future is uncertain, but the personal cost is already heavy. This is courtroom reality stripped raw. No filter, no fiction, just one life teetering on the brink. Stay tuned.